What if we're asking the wrong question? Why is it that so many people reach 80, only to begin declining rapidly afterward? It's easy to assume that it's just old age or fate. But what if the reality is more complex and more empowering? What if there are hidden, fixable reasons why health often declines so dramatically after this milestone? This isn't about finding a fountain of youth or denying the reality of aging. It's about seeing clearly the four invisible forces that silently erode vitality after 80, and knowing what we can do to resist them. These aren't buzzwords. They're biologically rooted, research-supported realities that often go unspoken until it's too late. And perhaps most importantly, each one can be addressed, even reversed, not with magic pills but with small, meaningful actions. Let's unpack them one by one. Fire 1. Inflammaging the fire within. The problem you don't see until it's too late. By the time most people feel exhausted, foggy, or frail, the real damage has already been simmering inside them for decades. This internal decay is often due to chronic inflammation, a quiet, persistent biological stress that researchers now call inflammaging. Unlike the visible swelling from a cut or sprain, this form of inflammation is low-grade and systemic. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't send warning signals. But over time, it eats away at organs, tissue, and cellular function. Studies show that inflammaging is a major risk factor for heart disease, Alzheimer's, diabetes, frailty, immune dysfunction. Why it gets worse after 80? As we age, our ability to regulate inflammation weakens. By 80, a lifetime of subtle damage can add up, turning this low hum of inflammation into a destructive roar. The result? A body that breaks down faster, a brain that feels cloudy, and energy that vanishes with no clear explanation. Everyday triggers that fan the flame. Diet. Refined sugars, trans fats, and preservatives disrupt gut health and trigger inflammatory cytokines. Sedentary lifestyle. Physical inactivity reduces the body's ability to clear inflammatory agents. Environmental toxins. From air pollution to cleaning chemicals, they accumulate over time. Stress and poor sleep. Cortisol and sleep disruptions impair the body's anti-inflammatory responses. What you can do about it? Eat to heal. Anti-inflammatory foods include turmeric, berries, green leafy vegetables, olive oil, and omega-3s. Move gently but often. Walking, tai chi, or even gardening can reduce inflammation markers. Reduce toxic load. Choose natural cleaning and body products, filter water, and avoid smoking or secondhand smoke. Mind-body practices. Meditation and deep breathing help reduce stress-driven inflammation. Bottom line, inflammaging is a silent saboteur, but it's not unstoppable. You don't need to overhaul your life. Just start with small, consistent changes. Flex biceps 2. Muscle loss, the quiet thief of strength. Sarcopenia. A word few know but all should fear. After 60, muscle mass begins to decline naturally. After 80, that decline speeds up drastically unless we actively intervene. This condition is called sarcopenia, and it's more than just about feeling weak. Muscle isn't just for movement. It's your body's metabolic engine. It helps regulate blood sugar, supports bone health, and protects balance and stability. How it sneaks in. Sarcopenia doesn't announce itself with sirens. Instead, it creeps in. You struggle to open jars. Standing up becomes harder. You avoid stairs. Your arms tire more easily when lifting groceries. Until one day a fall happens and everything changes. The fall spiral. Falls in the 80s are not just accidents. They are often the start of a cascade. Fall hospital stay. Bed rest, more muscle loss. More weakness, dependence on walkers or wheelchairs. Loss of independence, emotional decline. This isn't just physical. It becomes emotional and psychological, affecting identity and confidence. Rebuilding strength after 80 is possible. Contrary to popular belief, it's never too late to build muscle. Resistance training. Use light dumbbells, resistance bands, or even bodyweight exercises. Protein intake. Seniors often eat less protein, which worsens muscle loss. Aim for at least 1.0–1.2 g/kg of body weight daily. Stretching and balance training. Yoga or tai chi help maintain flexibility and prevent falls. Daily functional movement. Standing from a chair, climbing stairs, or carrying groceries counts. Your muscles are your last line of defense. Protect them. Nurture them. Use them. Crescent Moon 3. The sleep decline. When nights steal your days. Sleep isn't just rest. It's recovery. Sleep is more than rest. It's when the brain detoxes, the immune system resets, and hormones rebalance. But as we age, sleep quality deteriorates, and by 80, the consequences can become severe. Common issues include difficulty falling or staying asleep, light or fragmented sleep, waking frequently to urinate. The hidden cost of poor sleep. Many seniors dismiss poor sleep as just part of aging, but the research paints a different picture. Increases risk of dementia, impairs immune response, lowers energy, motivation, and emotional regulation, increases likelihood of falls and confusion. When the brain doesn't clear toxins like beta amyloid, the risk of cognitive decline rises sharply. One recent study found even partial sleep deprivation impaired memory consolidation. How to improve sleep after 80? You don't need pills, just better habits. Keep a consistent schedule. Wake and sleep at the same time daily. Get morning light. It anchors your circadian rhythm. Avoid late caffeine and alcohol. Both disrupt deep sleep cycles. Keep the bedroom cool and dark. Melatonin production depends on darkness. Light daytime movement. Exercise during the day deepens sleep at night. Also consider mindful wind-down routines, reading, warm tea, or calming music. Think of sleep as medicine, because after 80 it truly is. Handshake 4. Loneliness. The emotional epidemic. More dangerous than we think. Loneliness isn't just sad, it's deadly. Research shows that chronic loneliness can be as damaging as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. It increases risk for heart disease, depression, cognitive decline, early mortality. After 80, many lose spouses, friends, or community ties. Their daily routines thin out. Their worlds shrink. And over time, the mind and body respond not with strength but with retreat. The power of purpose. Beyond companionship, seniors often lose their sense of being needed. A dangerous emotional loss. Purpose is protective. Studies show that seniors with daily purpose, even small tasks like feeding a pet or calling a friend, live longer, healthier lives. Ways to rebuild connection and meaning. Stay curious. Take an online class, join a hobby group, or explore local programs for seniors. Serve in small ways. Write letters, volunteer a few hours, help a neighbor with errands. Share wisdom. Grandparents can read to grandchildren over Zoom or mentor youth online. Routine rhythms. Create morning and evening rituals that add structure and joy. Loneliness can't always be erased, but connection can be nurtured, even with small steps. And the body will follow the heart's lead. Compass final thoughts. Redefining what aging means. Too often we treat aging as a slow unraveling. But what if, instead, we saw it as a refining? Living beyond 80 isn't about clinging to youth. It's about reclaiming agency. About learning what truly supports us and letting go of what doesn't. The 4 hidden forces, inflammation, sarcopenia, poor sleep, and loneliness, aren't inevitable. They're not punishments. They're invitations to deepen our care for ourselves and our elders. What this means for you. If you're 60 plus, now is the time to start laying the foundation for resilience. If you're 80 plus, it's never too late to reinforce your strength. If you care for someone older, help them protect what matters. Movement, sleep, purpose, and connection. We age best not by fearing the future, but by understanding what's really at stake and taking small steps to preserve the things that matter most. Let this not just be information. Let it be transformation.